Guarding it from the start, Wiggins again. Here's Curry for the record. It's good! And there it is!
The 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award goes to Stephen Curry.
MVP, MVP, MVP.
There once comes a player every decade or so that changes the way the game is played. You've got your Iversons, Kobes, Jordans, LeBrons, etc. But few could argue that the kind of change Steph Curry brought about in the NBA was any less significant than these legends. The three-point god has ascended the ranks to become the most lethal scorer from range, has won 4 NBA titles, currently holds the all-time three-point record, but he is still not respected enough for an all-time top 5 or GOAT conversations. Why? Let's take a look at 5 key reasons why fans across the world don't rate Steph Curry as an all-time top 5 NBA player. Starting with number 5, let's take a look at Curry's championship runs, where it's safe to say that there is a big fat asterisk on 2 of his 4 championships, and even the 3rd one too. We say that because Curry wasn't the NBA Finals MVP in 2015, that honor went to Andre Iguodala. It took some special effort by Kevin Durant in the 2017 Finals, where the Slim Reaper actually posted superior averages in major categories in the finals. Durant had 35.2 points per game to Curry's 26.8, had 8.4 rebounds to Curry's 8, and get this, Kevin Durant shot 55.6% overall to Curry's 44%. And wait till you hear the big one. Durant outshot Curry from the 3, shooting 47.4% to Curry's 38.8%. Wowza! And in the next championship run, it was the same story. Durant once again led Curry in points, rebounds, and assists per game, and had a comparable 3-point record and a superior overall shooting record. Matters didn't get better when KD and Klay Thompson had to leave injured in the 2019 Finals, and the Warriors went on to lose those too. So there's really no wiggle room for Curry to make a case. Steph, up until 2022, wasn't even making the top 10 conversation for all-time greats, let alone top 5. So for leading his team to just 1 title as the NBA Finals MVP, and being Robin to KD's Batman and the other 2 rings he won, that shuts the door on Steph Curry being counted among the GOATs. Moving quickly to number 4, his credentials and championships come further into question when you look at his leadership ability, and that's exactly our reason, where it's important to see how Steph Curry has never led a weak team to the playoffs, let alone in the NBA Finals. All the stars that we look at these days, say someone like LeBron, or even Kawhi Leonard, or Jimmy Butler, and going further back into history, say someone like Kobe Bryant, they've each led an NBA team to a championship run with a weak or less than favorable squad. But in all 4 championships won by Curry, he has had a healthy Warriors team around him. The catch, however, is the fact that when in the face of adversity and lack of all-star help, Curry really hasn't done well. When KD was injured and Klay went down in 2019, they got beaten by the Raptors. In 2021, it was so bad that Curry, with Draymond Green and a young Andrew Wiggins, could only manage the 8th spot for a play-in and went on to lose both games for that. And in 2016, with Draymond Green suspended for Game 5 in the finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James, rallied for a massive comeback. All-star help is hard to come by for most teams, but the mark of a truly great player is his leadership when the chips are down. And while Magic Johnson or LeBron and MJ may have led weaker teams to glory, Curry simply hasn't. So no top 5 status for him in our list. Which quickly brings us to number 3, and it begs the debate where Steph Curry's clutch gene is brought under the scanner.
Gotta hurry. And there's Curry. No good! He missed the layup! He missed the layup!
Now, don't get it twisted. Curry can put games to bed early by dropping monster performances of 35, 40, and even 50-plus point games every now and then in an important game. It's just that he's really not great at game winners or go-ahead shots in crunch time. And if you don't believe us, take a look at these stats yourself, where Nick Wright and Chris Broussard detail Steph Curry's performance and stats after he missed 2 clutch shots in the last 30 seconds versus the Lakers in a playoff game back in May 2023.
He's obviously a clutch shooter. He's also obviously inarguably bad at the game winners. Steph missed one of these shots. He's not good at this very specific type of shot.
I agree with you because I don't think you can say he's not clutch.
Correct.
And you know what? Here are some embarrassing numbers which basically prove that only Russell Westbrook is worse than Steph Curry when it comes to taking the big shots when it matters. Yikes! Those numbers look really bad. Having a field goal percentage of just 24% in the last quarter or overtime with 1 minute remaining, and having the worst 3-point shooting percentage in the same category with just 21.4%, when his contemporaries like LeBron James or even Damian Lillard Lillard have significantly better numbers? Yeah, no all-time top 5 for Steph. And before we reveal our top 2 reasons, we would just be so grateful if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel to join our growing community. And let us know in the comments section who are your all-time top 5 NBA players of all time. Let the debates begin. Moving to number 2, this can get slightly controversial, but well, it's kind of what we're here for, right? The time has come to question Steph Curry's versatility and the fact that he really lacks a strong two-way game and doesn't have the attributes to be a one-man wrecking crew when his team needs him to be. Steph Curry is an absolutely lethal scorer who has shot above 45% in the regular season for 12 whole seasons that he has played out of the 14, playing just 26 games in the lockout season of 2011-12 and just 5 games due to the injury in the 2019-20 season.
Shooting hand side.
Steph Curry with a lot of contact.
But apart from that, he has always been an average rebounder of the ball, his highest being 6.1 per game last season, and his assists average crossed the 8 mark with 8.5 in the 2013-14 season only. He's not known for his blocking ability either, obviously. And while he may not be terrible at defense, he's not exceptional either. He has a good defensive field goal percentage among guards, and that's admirable. But would you ever imagine him making iconic blocks like LeBron, Kawhi, Shaq, or even Draymond? Probably not. The lack of this versatility kills Steph's chances of being a top 5 all-timer. And similarly, when we look at his playmaking, it's not exceptional either. For a player who is as elite on offense himself and getting an open looks, his basketball IQ compared to other elite guards may have also been overlooked due to the fluid offense of the Warriors. But he hasn't done much to reverse that notion either. Which finally brings us to the number 1 reason on this list, and that talks about how Curry has just never been tested in any other system apart from the one at the Golden State Warriors. But one might say that him being a one-team man isn't a problem because even the likes of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan played for one team either for most or the entirety of their career, right? Well, that's the thing. They did play for a single franchise for the majority of their careers, but look at the systems and personnel they played with. Shaq ended up going to the Miami Heat and won a title with Dwayne Wade. LeBron went to the Heat and won a title, came back to Cleveland and won a title, went to the Lakers and won again. Michael Jordan literally quit basketball and came back and won a three-peat. And Kobe's tenure at the Lakers saw him play with multiple other superstars, systems, and coaches on his way to 5 NBA titles. Steph, on the other hand, has always been at the Warriors, has always played with just one head coach, and for the longest time has had the same core of players that he's played with and won with, and has never been put to the test in any other team or system to really see how he might perform. Hot take? Perhaps. Fair take? 100%. Add that to the fact that he has struggled without his core players to lead the Warriors franchise, and questions begin to arise. Which finally brings us to the end of this video. So be sure to subscribe to our channel for more such interesting content, and let us know whether you agree with our takes in the comments section below. And if you're a Warriors fan, yeah, it's fine if you feel salty, so go ahead with the debates, and we'll see you soon in the next one.